All right. Hopefully we get to finish today. If not, that's cool. We got another day. All right, I'm just gonna pick up where we left off. So we left off at question 5. This is question 6 on your final. Here you go. Somebody tell me how to do this. It says solve the quadratic equation 3x squared minus 9x plus 5 equals 2 and express the solution in the simplest radical form. You may use any method. Hallelujah. All right. If you're wondering what's my favorite method, completing the square. What's your favorite method? It is. Yeah. I'd be lazy. I'd be picking the easiest method of all and calling it a day. Technically speaking, you could get away going to the final knowing just completing the square, and you could get all your quadratics right. Continue.
What did you say?
You could know just one method going into the final, which is completing the square, and you'd be able to get all your questions right for the quadratic, I mean. Right? Completing the square. Yeah. Quadratic formula works too, though. It's just that that's something extra. You don't got to memorize it. It's right there on the formula sheet. Just take a look. But anyway, right? How y'all want to do this? Go ahead.
Uh, we have to, we're 12, correct, right? Okay.
Well, it depends. What method do you want to use? Your choice. The AC method?
Sorry.
Fine. Okay, we could do that.
Actually, we don't complete this.
I mean, I like that method, but you want to do the AC method? No? Okay.
Best.
So completing the square is the best method. Hold on one second. I don't know why this pop-up is here. Hello, hello, hello. Okay. All right, sorry about that. I had this weird pop-up on the screen, right? Anyway, I have 3x squared minus 9x plus 5 is equal to 2, right? And we're going to be completing a square here, right? So you want to separate your variables from your constant terms, right? So my first step is going to be to do what? Right, I'm going to subtract 5 from over here. But what I do to one side of the equation, I have to do to the other side of the equation, right? So now what do we have? We have 3x squared minus 9x is equal to, you can do a better equal sign there, -3, right? What should I do next? Divide by what? Very good, right? Because I want my a term to be 1, so I have to divide by the number that's in front of it, which is 3. But not just that a term, everybody gets divided by 3, right? Everybody. So now let's look at what I have. I have x squared minus 3x equals -1, right? Now we got to use our magic formula, right? Let's get our magic formula out. So we have -b over 2a squared, right? Let's plug in our numbers that we have from here. So this is going to be what? Negative of -3 over 2 squared, right? Which becomes what? 3 over 2 squared, which is very simply just what? Over. Very good, right? So I'm going to add a 9 over 4 to both sides. Very simple, right? So now on the left-hand side, right, I'm going to factor this. You know that my factor is going to be something like this. It's going to be a x, a square equals to some number. Think of this as negative 1 over 1. This is going to multiply by 4, multiply by 4. So now I have what? Negative 4 plus 9 over 4, whatever that is. All right. What am I going to write in the parentheses? Somebody tell me.
Negative, no.
Negative, okay. Negative,
Three, over two.
very good. How'd you get that? That's very good.
The one that we get,
Right. That's the one that's squared over here. And then I have the negative that I just bring down right here. That's simple. All right. Let's finish this out. This is going to be, I'm just going to rewrite it real quick. X minus 3 over 2 squared is equal to 5 over 4. What do I do after that? Square root. Very good. So I'm going to square root this to get rid of the square, but what I do to one side, I have to do to the other. So now what do I have? I have x minus 3 over 2 is equal to plus or minus, right? Square root 5 over 2, right? What do I do after this? One more step. What do I do after that? Very good.
That's.
So we're going to add the 3 over 2, right? We're going to isolate that. Very good, right? So here's my final answer. X equals 3 over 2 plus or minus square root 5 over 2. If you want to give me the answer like this, I'll take it. Remember, you must have that plus or minus there. Or if you want to separate them, no problem. You could say X is equal to 3 over 2 minus square root 5 over 2. And X is equal to 3 over 2 plus square root 5 over 2. Right? Your choice. All right. Anyone that you want to give me, I'll take. All right. Yep. Any questions on this? This is question 6. Mm-hmm. Is it here? What you need?
And then.
And this is the final answers. Here. You're welcome. All right, this sounds good. Mhm. What's up? You want scrap paper?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, so much of that.
I don't know if I have much.
Yeah. I messed up my notebook.
Gotcha.
With the rain.
Got you. There's some in my bag.
Oh, it's.
Mm-hmm. I think this is right. One second. This is on scrap paper.
Sorry.
This just one, that's it?
Yeah.
Okay. Just don't pay attention to whatever's on the back. All right, here's question 7. Tell me what to do.
Okay.
We're gonna do that. you have to factorize,
Right.
first.
All right, so factor that for me.
So, top, x, no,
X and X, good.
yeah, so positive 1,
Okay. What else?
then two numbers are multiplied give me 2, and two numbers that add give me 2 and 1.
I'm not done with the top. Yeah. -1, very good. What about the bottom? I need two numbers that multiply to give me 2, and when I add them together, give me 3. Is it positive or negative? Very good. And what do you do after this?
So now,
Good.
like terms,
Very good. What are the like terms? Okay.
then x plus 2 is also a like term.
Okay, so top and top, and then bottom and bottom. Okay.
That's
All right, so what's my answer? 1, right? Over what? Good.
it.
That's it. Is there any questions on this?
There we go.
All right. Good?
So, dame ese foto. ¿Quieres again?
So this is question 7. You just factor it, right? Factor top, factor bottom, and then cross out the like terms. That's it. You can cross out top and bottom or diagonal, right? And then whatever's left over, that's your final answer.
So when you put x plus 1 here and then x minus 1 here, what do you take that?
That's from x squared minus 1. That's the factor of this.
So you factor it and then you take it like, given that one, circulate that, and you
Yeah.
put it the other one. With
Yeah,
it.
because that's a difference of two perfect squares.
The signal change,
Yeah.
the signal change, right?
Mhm.
So what about this one?
So that one is the bottom, the
Okay.
x plus 2, x plus 1.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's what that one is.
So what is the result for this one? Supposed to be like,
The bottom of the first fraction, this part here.
en la, pero yo no le llego a eso.
You leaving already?
Well, ¿dónde tengo?
Okay. All right, that's fair. Mhm.
¿Cómo llego a eso? How I do this?
So you're factoring out this part. Yeah, the AC method you can use for that.
Está en español, pero ya la gente sabe hacer. Entonces,
Imagínate que la parte que va a denominador del primero es una sola cosa aparte. So, imagínate que tú tienes que factorizar ese x a la 2 más 3x plus 2. Pero ¿cómo tú lo haces? Como le dicen, so, tú coges, por ejemplo, ¿qué dos números te darían sumado el 3 y multiplicado el 2?
ya, so one,
Correcto.
ya.
Tú lo sumas, te da un 3. Pero lo multiplicas tanto.
Yo,
All right.
the who one, keep us,
She
okay?
is. Yeah.
I better pass it.
Después, porque
Yo, for real, you better pass.
Oye, estas son mujeres para allá, están como quemadas.
I was,
O sea,
I showed my test to my boss.
y aquí,
Looked at me.
vaya, allá. Te dejé afuera, sí. Yo no tengo envidia.
All right, Here's question 8.
Yo ni hablando de ti, estoy contigo tampoco. No, I think we're gonna simplify it this way.
I
Yeah.
think we need to calm down a little bit.
Wait, then give me esa hora. Pero ya no vamos a ir sucia.
How I do this one?
Pero, te calmas, ¿verdad? Otra vez está bien con amor.
This one a little hard. How I do this?
Se baja. A veces bajo del broma, sí, vamos.
So, AI can be your,
No, no me calles, no, no,
yeah, there you go, so you're fighting, absolutely.
But tell me how to do this one though. What do I do first?
You're going to use one step.
But there's a step before that. What's that step? Uh-huh.
uh, factor
Mm-hmm.
different.
But before I factor, what should I do? What? Yeah. I want to get it to multiplication, but what do I do first? Tell me. Mhm. Mhm. So when I'm dividing fractions, what do I do?
Then division to multiplication.
And do what else? Right. So keep, change, flip, right? So I'm gonna keep the first fraction. So I have 7x over the x squared minus 5x minus 14. Change your division to multiplication. And then flip the other fraction, right? So you have the x plus 2 and the x squared plus 5x. Now what should I do after that? Factor, right? So let's try it out. So this is gonna become 7x over, what's the bottom gonna be? Yeah.
X, X plus 7.
No, X minus 7. X minus 7.
Plus 7, X minus 2.
Okay, S plus 2.
Yes,
Yeah. Because remember, they have to multiply to negative 14 and add up to negative 5.
negative five.
Yeah, got you.
Oh, makes sense.
Yeah. What about the bottom though? How do you do that? No. Okay.
Then that would be a 3 and a 2.
No.
No? Actually,
It should be 5.
Good, right?
5 and 1.
5.
So I agree with the 5, but what else? Not 1. What should I do here? It starts with a G. All right. So what do they both have in common? Right. So factor out x and what's left over? X plus 5. Good. Just like that. How do I do this now? This is kind of hard.
This comes in up here.
No. This is multiplication.
Oh,
So just cross out the like terms, right?
Concept.
X plus 2. Okay. Okay. And what else?
that's it.
The X. Very good, right?
Oh.
All right.
5 plus X.
So final answer is what?
7x.
7 over.
X plus X plus 7. No, X minus 7.
Minus 7 and what else?
X plus 5.
Good. And that's it. That's the final answer. Is there any questions on this? Go ahead.
That's one of the subjects that I have more interest.
Good. Oh, this is question number 8 on your final. So.
Oh, shit.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. So did you make the final or did the department?
Department.
Yeah.
Oh, they would never trust me to make the final. Oh my God.
No. It was so much fun.
Yeah. Ah, but the department is really fair though. Like they make the final way easier than I would have.
No, they less, they kind of centralize on one specific subject instead of
Yeah.
going around of the entire
All over.
semester.
Yeah.
I think that on my last test, they, on the other one that I took, the last semester.
It's the same one that you took.
No way. Then it's mostly factorization.
Yeah, that's it. It's the same one you took. Yeah.
But more. I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm gonna go to touring tomorrow
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna go home to sleep.
Okay.
I'd rather rest.
Okay.
I mean, I'm gonna come to touring also on Thursday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm. I mean, tomorrow, if I finish this, is just a Q&A day, so.
Yeah.
You know what happened to me also my last final?
What?
I fell asleep.
On the final?
Because I was sick and then I
Really?
was tired.
Oh, man. You won't fall asleep on mine though, because remember, I play music, so.
Faster.
Do question?
Yeah, this is question 9 on your final. How I do this?
Factor.
Factor, good. I like that word, right? So I have 5x over what? Very good. Right? 7 over x plus 5. Now, I want to subtract two fractions. What do I need to have in order to subtract them?
Same denominator.
Right. So how do I get the same denominator here? Uh-huh.
But I also have to add it.
So what's missing?
Minus 8 minus 5.
All right. So x minus 5. But what I do to the bottom, gotta do to the top, right?
Now I have to distribute that on top.
Very good.
Although I eliminate right away.
You could. Hold on. I'm gonna just rewrite this because it's getting kind of, yeah. So this is 5x minus 7 times x minus 5 all over x plus 5, x minus 5. And then you said you want to distribute, right?
Yeah, I would distribute 7 to the x minus 5.
Very good. So tell me what to write. So I have 5x, what?
Minus 7x.
Good.
7 times 5. Help me out.
35. Positive or negative?
Yes.
Multiplying two negative numbers.
Very good. Very good.
And then you transfer the same denominator.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
No, one more step.
Uh,
Combine like terms, right? So what is it? Positive or negative?
positive 2.
Nope.
No, negative.
All right. Why?
Because the 5 is smaller than the 7.
Good.
And the 7 is a negative.
Good. So negative 2x plus 35 over what?
Over X.
Uh-huh.
It goes down the same way.
Good.
Or why you gonna simplify over X under?
That's it. No, because it's an expression. It's not a equation. Yeah. It's an expression, not an equation. That's why. If it was an equation, I said
What's in between?
in between. What do you mean?
An expression and an equation.
Yeah.
So equation is equals something. Like say I had 5x equals 3, and I said solve for x. That's an equation. Expression is just like this, and you're simplifying. Like you see the original question here? You see it didn't equal nothing. You just said simplify.
So it doesn't have an equal and a number after.
That's an expression.
Exactly.
Right.
So and if it does have a result, then it's an equation that has to look for the.
Right. Then your answer is x equals something.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Huh? I'm sorry? The middle, sure.
Sorry.
You're fine. You're fine.
Source, material, the and no.
Okay.
X minus 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, X minus 5.
So in order for me to subtract two fractions, I have to have the same denominator. So we found the LCD, which was x plus 5, x minus 5. The second term, right? The 7 over x plus 5, it needed an x minus 5 in the denominator in order to subtract it. But what you do to the bottom, you gotta do the top. Yeah. Mhm. Sure. And then that's the bottom.
Yeah.
Oh, you good. You good. Oh, this is my favorite right here.
So even if,
Uh-huh.
just saying, even if, like, say, there was an equal sign and it said 4,
Right.
and it still said simplify, we're not simplifying.
It won't say simplify, it'll say evaluate.
You just simplify.
Yeah. Yeah.
We don't touch that.
No. It will never be an equal sign if it's an expression. Yeah. For an equation, you'll have an equal sign and it's gonna say something like evaluate or solve. It's not gonna say simplify. Yeah. Right. Solve for x. Yeah. So how I do this?
No, it's, and
This kind of hard. How I do this? Okay. Well, before I do that, what do I have to do?
uh,
Spread them? Okay.
Nothing in one side, and then the other part, the line at the bottom of the side, and put the division in the middle because that looks good to me.
I agree. This is confusing, right? The first thing we should do, right? We should simplify the bottom to make it a fraction over a fraction. Then we are dividing fractions and we'll know what to do there. But you see how the bottom has that subtraction? That's messing us up, you know? So we have x squared minus 9 up top, right? Over the 3. But let's fix the bottom. I have 7 over x plus 3 minus 4 over x minus 3. I want to subtract them, so what should I do? All right, and what's the LCD there? Right. So what am I going to do here, right? I'm going to multiply the x plus 3 times the x minus 3, right? But what I do to the bottom, I got to do to the top, right? I'm going to multiply the x minus 3 times x plus 3. But what I do to the bottom, I got to do to the top. All right. Let's continue simplifying this. This top is going to be 3 over, I'm just feel like factoring this. This is going to be x plus 3, x minus 3. We all know that. On the bottom, though, this is going to be 7 times x minus 3 minus 4 times x plus 3, all divided by x minus 3, x plus 3, right? Now we have our fraction divided by a fraction, so we could keep change flip, all right? So let me do that real quick. I'm going to come onto this line. So I'm going to have 3 over the x plus 3, x minus 3. I'm going to change that division to multiplication. I'm going to flip the denominator. X minus 3, x plus 3. On the bottom, 7 times x minus 3 minus 4 times x plus 3. I should really simplify that bottom, so let's do that real quick. And we could cross out our like terms, blah, blah, blah. So this is like 3 over, I'm going to do this in one step because I'm running out of space. Distribute that 7. You have 7x minus 21. Distribute that negative 4. You have negative 4x minus 12. Let's combine like terms. Now I have 3 over 3x. Is that 3? Let me think. Yeah, that's 3. And then minus, what's that? 33. That sounds good. Greatest common factor on the bottom, right? Let's factor out a 3, leaving us with x minus 11. Cross those out. Final answer.
yeah.
1 over x minus 11.
So
Not
you
too bad,
divide
right?
divide by 3, right? The 33.
Yeah. Yeah. Factor out the 3 on the bottom and then the 3 on top and 3 on the bottom cross out.
How I know,
Yeah.
how I know how to divide?
That's what a fraction is division. Yeah, all fractions are division. Questions on this though?
Got.
It just happens to be so in this question. So that 3x minus 33, I can do a greatest common factor there, right? I can factor 3 out, and then it can cross out with the 3 on the top.
X minus 33.
Right. Well, 3x minus 33 is wrong. Yeah. But it could be simpler, in other words, you know. You know the original question? Got it? You want this part now? You want this part, Warren? Or you got that?
Yeah.
You got that? What about this part? You got this? You got it? Okay. Oh, baby. So now you see like this question here, right? This is question 11 on your final, right? This is an equation. So you see how it's like blah, blah, blah equals something else? So I actually want an answer for X, like solve for X. So X equals blah, blah, like that's the answer, you know? Hmm.
Here's question 9.
11. Mhm. Oh, that's disappointing. I don't even know what to do over here. Tell me what to do. All right, I'm going to solve for X factor, right? That was it. So I have X over the X minus 2 plus 3 over the X plus 7 is equal to the 2X plus 29 over, what's the bottom?
X minus 7, X positive 2.
Reverse.
X positive 7.
Good.
minus 2,
X minus 2. Very good, right? Remember, they have to add up to positive 5, right? So 7 minus 2, positive 5. What do I do after this, though? I forgot. Go ahead. The whole thing. The whole thing. All right, so what's my LCD? All right, X plus 7,
7.
X minus 2, right? So remember what we want to do with these, right? We want to set these equal to 0. We want to find these values of X, right? So I have X plus 7 equals 0, X minus 2 equals 0. I'm going to subtract 7. So I have X1 is equal to negative 7. I'm going to add 2 here, add 2 here. X2 is equal to positive 2, right? These are my excluded values. So remember, we're going to solve for X in this equation. But if we get one of these answers or both of these answers, that's not a solution, right? But anyway, let's verify it, right? On the left-hand side, what do I need to do? Tell me. Uh-huh. All right, so I'm going to put X plus 7 over here. And right, I'm going to multiply it as a final answer. Yeah. If I do, it's not a legal answer. You have to solve the LCD, right? Like for 0 to find the excluded values, then you're going to compare your answers in the end, you know? So yeah, we're going to multiply by X plus 7. We do to the bottom, we do to the top. What about the next term? What do I do? Go ahead.
X is 2.
X minus 2, right? And we do to the bottom, we do to the top. Because there's an equal sign, I no longer need the denominators. So what do I have? I have x times x plus 7 plus 3 times x minus 2 is equal to 2x plus 29. Let's distribute, combine like terms, solve for x, all that good stuff, right? So this is going to be what? X times x squared, good. What else? Plus 7x, very good. Plus 3x, okay. Minus 6, very good. Equals the 2x plus 29. Let's combine like terms. Tell me what I have. Very good. Equals the 2x minus 29. Tell me what to do now.
So they leave the X.
Okay. So tell me how to do that.
So let's say, negative, let's put all the X on one side and the.
Okay. So I'm going to subtract 2x from here.
X.
Uh-huh. And I'm going to add 6 over here, right? I'm going to add 6. So now I have what? X squared plus 8x equals
To negative 20.
what's that, 23? Something like that? Yeah. And what do I do after that?
We,
What's my magic formula?
hold on, sir.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
That you changed the term. Changed it.
I did?
It's above.
Hold on.
See, negative positive, and now it's at negative. Plus.
Oh, good eye, good eye, good eye. Good eye. So
So that's actually 35.
35. Very good. That was my mistake. I copied it wrong. But what's my magic formula again? Yeah, so we have b negative b over 2a squared, right? And we're going to plug in our numbers. 1 second. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. That would be.
Yeah. So negative 8 over 2 times 1 squared, which will give me a negative 4 squared, which is 16. So I'm going to add 16 to both sides, right? Sorry, I was freezing there for a second. Anyway, on the left-hand side, tell me what this is going to be. Let's see, we got 35 plus 16. What's that? That's 40, 50, what, 51, something like that? 51? Okay. And what do I write in the parentheses?
X
Uh-huh.
plus
Good.
28X, no, 24X,
No, not 24.
8 plus 16.
Mm-hmm. So what's that going to be? What number is going to be there?
Yeah. 4.
4. Good.
5.
Right? Because that's what we multiplied over here. Yeah. Remember from the formula, we just, whatever we square, that's what we put there. All right, so what do I do after that? Tell me. Okay, so I'm going to square root this. So I do to one side, do to the other. So I have x plus 4 is equal to plus or minus square root 51. And what do I do after that? Let me see something good. All right, minus 4. So x equals negative 4 plus or minus square root 51. And that's it. After you get this answer, or these answers, there's two answers there, right? Compare them with your LCD. Are they the same? No. So I know that the answers that I found are correct. So this is truly the right answer right here. The -4 plus or minus square root 51, right? Had it equal to one of those, then there would have been an excluded value there, right? Questions on this? It's all right. A little practice and it'll come back. This is rational equations. That's what this is called. If you want to look it up. Like in the videos and stuff like that, you know? Oh yeah, sure. So this is the original question right here. Just the middle part? Okay. This is I guess like right here, right? And this is the bottom of it. Okay. You're welcome. Lower? Like without the question, like here? Or okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Sorry.
No, you're good. Good. You're welcome. Packing up already? We're not gonna hang out? So you're packing up already? We're not gonna hang out? Oh man. Okay. Come sign out before y'all leave, remember? I should really skip this question because I know y'all all got this right last time. Don't skip it. Ain't seen it before. I got you. So all you have to do is simplify and then add or subtract after. Help me out. 5 and 4, right? So this is square root 4, square root 5, plus 3. Help me out. Good night, good night. Yeah. Oh, tomorrow, yeah.
See you
Tomorrow,
tomorrow.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Te veo allá. Everything's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
¿Tú vas a traer comida?
Ah,
¿Tú vas a traer comida?
no, I'm saying to everybody to go to church tomorrow.
Está bien. I hope they
That'd be good. Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
Yo, free. Free.
Radical 5 and something else. Yeah.
We're gonna do the corrections.
Yeah.
Then ready to the traces.
Yeah, and then they just sign off. Yeah, that's fine. You can do that. Yeah. Yeah.
Gracias.
You're welcome. So yeah. What is this? It's gonna be 5 and what else?
¿Qué te vamos? Que me llene
Not
mi
two.
casa ahora.
Like it has to multiply to 45. 5 times what is 45?
Vamos a dar.
Oh yeah. That's gonna be yeah, go ahead. What?
So that's what it's for. Yes. Back over.
Yeah, but I'm on the second one now. Like, what is that gonna be? The 45? Yeah. It's gonna be square root what? Not 15 and 3. I need a perfect square. 5 and 9, right? So square root 9, square root 5. Right? You out of these? So sign out real quick. See me.
Yo lo creo.
No,
Bien.
that's one I have ink.
Eso lo comí aquí.
All right. I'll see you tomorrow.
All right, see
All
you
right,
tomorrow.
man. You good, man. All right.
Yo, que quieres jugar Call of Duty hoy?
Hmm?
No.
That's
Vamos
it?
aquí.
So then this one is gonna be, yeah, I'm on the next one. This is gonna be like what, 3 times 3 times square root 5. What's the last one gonna be?
Just 3 times 3.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so square root 100, square root 5, minus what's square root of 100?
Yeah.
Let's do our multiplication now. All right. So I have 2 radical 5 plus 9 radical 5 minus 10 radical 5. And how do I do this after that? This last part kind of hard. Yeah, that's what I want you to do. Yeah. So what is it? 1. Good, good, good.
Goodbye. So. M dash, all add. And
Mhm.
so you add 9 and 2.
Okay. So 11 square root 5. And then 11 minus 10 is just 1 square root 5. That's my answer. Yep, that's it. Yeah. 10 times 10 is 100. That's why. Yeah. Coming from here.
It just uses that square root again,
Right. No, not square root 10, just plain 10. The square root of 100 is 10. Yeah. 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 Or just square root of 5 by itself. Okay.
And then you move that number again?
The final answer?
No, see, the 10 becomes the number that's in front of the square. Again, I was saying that,
Square root 5, you mean?
okay, sorry, just.
Yeah.
So I was mixing it with the index.
Oh no, it's not an index. No. The index here is 2. Anytime you don't see an index, just assume it's 2. You know? Yeah. No, you're fine. You're fine. Questions on this? Well, let's do another one. This is question 12 on your final, by the way.
Let me,
Well,
So I was done with that.
oh no, I got a lot more.
and the top 17.
All right, 1 second.
You said this next one, what was the question?
All of these, everything I've been doing. Oh, wait, like this you meant, right? Yeah. So this is part B, same kind of question, but a little different. How I do this? So I'm gonna copy them over. So I have square root 6 minus 2, and I have square root 6 minus 2. And what do I do after that? All right, so I'm gonna distribute. So square root 6 times square root 6 is, what's that? Square root 36, which is just 6, right? And then square root 6 times negative 2, what's that? No. They're different terms, so just put them next to each other. So negative 2 square root 6, right? Now, what is negative 2 times square root 6? Square root 6, very good. And what is negative 2 times negative 2? Positive 4. And then we want to do what now? Combine like terms, all right? This is the hard part, so you might need your calculators, right? What's 6 plus 4? 10? All right, that's good, that's good. What's negative 2 square root 6 minus 2 square root 6? Go ahead. Negative 4 square root 6. And we're done. That's the answer. Okay. Questions on this? Anybody?
Yeah, what change this something?
It's 12 part B. Yeah.
You break, so we start as negative 4 square root 6 positive 10.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
I know it's a retarded question.
No, you good. You good. 1 plus 2 is the same as 2 plus 1. Yeah. It's all good. I mean, ideally, truthfully speaking, the way that you wrote it is the correct way to do it. We should put the radical first, you know? But it's the same thing, you know? Oh, baby. This my question right here. This be the easiest question on the whole exam.
Don't say that.
For real, for
Okay.
yeah.
It's just talking to it.
Yeah.
What happened? Okay.
Okay, you'll say that.
All right, look at this. This is the easiest question on the whole exam. So we want to basically simplify this expression 27 to the negative 2/3 as a fraction lowest terms. Light work, right? Ugh. Negative 2/3. All right, tell me what to do first. No, it's on the formula sheet. Yeah, so do it for me. Say it again. It's a negative exponent. What happens to negative exponents? Huh? No. They do what? No, 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 no. Say it again. Not I. What is it? Yeah. Yeah. Mhm. Yes, right. So this becomes 1/27 to the 2/3 power. So because it's a negative exponent, you put it as a denominator, right? And what do you do after that? How do I answer this? Like, imagine you were me and you didn't have a calculator. What would you do? Mhm. Mhm. Mm-mm. Mhm. All right, look, you do the denominator first, right? So this is 27. I'm sorry, 27, right? You do the cube root of 27 and then square your answer, all right? Mhm. So what's the cube root of 27? Not 9. It's something smaller. Remember, cube root means that it has to be like if it was 9, it would be 9 times 9 times 9. Yeah. So what number multiplied by itself 3 times gives you 27? 3, right? So this is just what? 1/3 squared. And then what's 3 squared? So it's 1/9, and that's my answer. Light work, right?
So that's three squared.
Yeah. So do the denominator first as a root. So you do the cube root of 27 and then square the answer afterwards. Mhm. Right. Or you just, whenever it's a fraction power, you do the denominator first and then do the numerator on the outside after. Mhm. Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe this doesn't work, right?
Yeah.
But you see that, right? 2/3, okay,
Yeah.
2/3.
Yeah.
Right, we're also talking about factoring, right? So the square. So the cubic of
Yeah.
that is 3, like you're saying, right?
Right.
3, right?
Right.
So it's 2/3, that's 3, you multiply that twice, and that's the 9, you put it over 1 because it's a negative fraction. Does that work all the time? As a mnemonic, like, you can look at that quickly, like, say that was
Kind of.
25, not 25, but say it was 9 and 1/3 power. You could go, well,
Right.
it's
It would just be
3.
the cube root of 9.
Three,
Yeah.
3 even parts of 9,
Yeah.
and so that you could do that easily in your head.
Mhm.
It's 1/, because it's a negative fraction.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
That could work. Look, if you get confused on the exam, just look at the formula sheet. The whole thing on how to do this is on the formula sheet.
I'm probably doing.
Yeah.
We're gonna get for that, right?
If you look at where it says arithmetic, it's there. Yeah. In the arithmetic part, yeah.
Have to, you have to square, it, right?
You could square it first and then do the radical.
Oh, well, no, it's
But-
radical, right?
Yeah, but that would make it a lot harder. Like imagine 27 squared, that's like some big number. Then you're gonna cube root that to get 9. Like that's
like-
yeah,
I mean, for the bottom part right there,
Yeah.
like we have to radical the 3 out, right?
right,
So you don't really have to radical the bottom part, the top part stays.
right.
So for
The
example.
bottom
it's
is
like-
always the radical.
So like, if we, for example, right, it's like, I don't know, 2/9, right?
Yeah,
So we just, radical it by 9,
exactly.
and then leave it.
And then do the 2 after.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Well,
Oh,
think
forgot,
so.
got it right. Fine.
Can you borrow your hand? And this stuff over here. So
If that was 10, if that was 10 to the.
you see how
negative
it's a
1/2
negative
That would probably
exponent?
be 1/5.
Oh, yeah,
right?
this one.
Yeah.
No, not that one. This one. You see how man? You see how it's a negative exponent gets thrown down into the denominator? That's step 1,
Yes.
right? And then this one.
Have a good night, sir.
I'll see you. Have a good night, man. See you. So you see how we have the denominator here, and then this is like the same thing as the root, right? And then you raise to the numerator on the outside. Same rule.
Yo, please, tomorrow, can we please go over there?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I already saw that.
Not that, I'm talking about this.
Just curious what.
Yeah, we gonna get to that. I didn't get a chance to get to it. Tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm like,
When you
Where the other- Yeah.
Yeah.